Hello there, Capricorn. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your reading for the full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Taurus for November 2021. I hope you guys are doing great. It is always wonderful to be back with my fellow Capricorns, and this reading will be all about what this powerful full moon is bringing through to you. This, I think, is a particularly excellent full moon for Capricorn because it is in a fellow earth sign. It's going to activate quite a bit for you. I would say the full moon in Taurus is also one of the greatest full moons for manifestation and bringing things into tangible form. So definitely, Capricorn, over this next week, over the next month, whenever you have time, I would put those intentions for what you want to see grow more in the future out there, because this is a great time to do so. And that full moon is also, in a good alignment with Venus and Pluto, also currently in the sign of Capricorn. So this is definitely a powerful full moon for you guys. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information on the card decks that I use, all those links and info are down below in the description box. And if you are brand new here, Capricorn, I hope you'll reach out, hit that subscribe button, and join the Dragon family. Let's go ahead and jump right on in. We're doing a past, present, future reading. If you've seen my full moon readings before, it's going to be the same as always. We're doing, those lunar cycles from full moon to full moon. They last about 28 to 30 days. So we're doing a past cycle for what came up over the last month, what's coming up currently with the full moon in Taurus, and what's going to be coming up in the immediate future. So dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians and ancestors, let's see what we have for our beautiful Capricorns for this full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, November 2021. And thank you so much, as always, for your help. Ooh, Capricorn. We've got some powerful things going on. In the immediate past, we do have the new moon in Pisces. So this last 28 to 30 days, Capricorn, there's been a lot of meditation, a lot of contemplation, a lot of Pisces energy, which is very spiritual. It's a little bit more relaxed. It's not quite as, charged full steam ahead. You may have taken some time out to really think something over, to rest, to ponder. It's been very important for the healing of your soul, because Capricorn, you do work very hard, and there are times that you just really need some gentle, relaxed downtime. And look at that. Yes, because I feel like what you desire and what you, reflect on, what you meditate on, that's what gets closer to you. The supermoon, the attraction, clarifying that. I would also say that your emotions would have been very close to the surface. Capricorn, many times you're considered to be a much more stoic sign, a sign that doesn't always show those emotions, even though we know Capricorns have very deep emotional centers. We're very sensitive inside. We just don't always show it, right? So I think for you, you may have been showing people your softer side. They may have seen you cry or show some tears, or you've been, shedding those tears just on your own. But you've definitely, because the supermoon brings those emotions right up to the surface. So you may have felt over this last month's time has been more emotional, more sensitive, more intuitive, but also more creative. And this full moon in Taurus highlights your universal 5th house of Leo. So I do think that this is a very nice placement for you. It's very powerful. It's going to lift you up a lot, and it's going to bring up the elements of creativity, children, and pets. That is what your heart is in. That's what really speaks to you during this full moon. All right, in the center, the present card for the full moon is the South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. Now, the South Node is a lunar node position in your astrological chart that actually shows you where your past incarnations are, old energies, things that you have already completed. So this Capricorn is very much about not letting old cycles, old bad habits, old negative ways of thinking or routines hold you back from being and fulfilling what you truly are meant to do. And sometimes those are very hard to break out of because they're kind of like those ingrained habits, right? And nobody does ingrained habits like Capricorn. So when you start to feel like you might be talking down to yourself, not being the nicest to yourself or others, maybe assuming that you'll have a failure before you even start, check in with yourself, Capricorn. Whatever you perceive as an old routine or cycle from the past that you don't want to keep repeating, make sure that you're being aware of that so that you can say, oh, there's that little voice. I'm gonna set that, acknowledge it, set it aside, and move in the positive direction that I know I want to go in. Let's clarify this card. Yes, and it does take some willpower. It does take a little bit of a learning curve here, Capricorn, with the card of the will, right? It has a lot to do with your willpower, a lot to do with how you self-direct. And so just another message to say that when you start to notice any old negative habit, anything that it is that you don't want to repeat or replicate, just remember, don't beat yourself up for having those old thoughts or maybe having those old routines pop back up, but just give yourself some grace and say, you know what, I'm going to put that aside. I'm going to realign to where I want to go, because look at what's coming in the future. The new moon eclipse. And we are in our eclipse cycles here, Capricorn. We absolutely are. We're coming into eclipse season again. This is the first one of the new season, and so those eclipse energies are very powerful for you, and you should expect powerful dynamic change coming in over this next month's time. Let's get into a clarifier for this card as well. Look at that, Capricorn. Definitely expect positive growth, positive manifestations. This is the card of growth. The waxing crescent here, the waxing moon, is always about building up to things. It's productive. And, Capricorns love it when things are productive. They do. And they may move at, a slow, steady pace. We do have, she's holding that little pocket watch in her hand. And so I do feel like timing is definitely part of this. You may need to be patient as this grows, right? The roots of the tree don't grow overnight, but they do grow indeed. And you may feel that there's an extra boost of productivity, of more positive manifestations coming in. Very, very nice read so far. Let's get into some tarot. We're just going to deepen these messages. Same layout here, past, present, and future of the lunar cycle. Nice. Okay, Capricorn. We got a few things to talk about here. All right. So in the immediate past, on top of the Pisces energy, the supermoon, Knight of Cups, guys, that is also a very Pisces card to me. You've been very emotional. All of your journeys, all of your movement, all of your offers given and received have been of a very emotional and or spiritual nature over this past month's cycle. Absolutely, Capricorn. You may have been feeling like a little bit of a waterfall, just, flowing. There might have been a lot of tears, a lot of emotion, a lot of, heart-based truths spoken, right? Because that to me just feels like a lot of truth emotionally coming out to the surface as well. And look at this. Water, water everywhere, Capricorn. Clarifying the Knight of Cups is the Page of Cups. So, wow. I feel like this has been a powerful time, Capricorn, where, you have spoken your emotional truth. You have said exactly how you feel, exactly what you want and need. Maybe somebody else has done the same. There, I feel, is also a need for some apologies here. It may be from someone that you love. You're really hoping that they will say they're sorry for maybe something that they said or did that really has deeply affected or hurt you, and vice versa. You may need to do that for someone else, because this is very like heart, soul, love connection. You know, it's like if somebody wants back into your life, or if you want into their life, there's got to be these emotional discussions. It's like they might have said something in the heat of the moment that really hurt you, and you're like, is that really how you feel about me? And you want the truth. You want that apology. You want to clear the air. But this has been, wow, a very emotional month, Capricorn. Probably one of the most watery emotional times you've had in a while was this last 30 days or so. In the immediate energy of the Taurus full moon, we do have this Three of Pentacles on top of, you know, that South Node and the Will card. To me, this is about you kind of regrouping. I feel like the next, you know, this energy that comes in with this Taurus full moon has you feeling like, you know what? I've taken my time to sit and cry and process and be emotional. Now I want to kind of regroup and get working again. So you might be calling up, you know, friends, old business partners, or current business partners. You might be really getting together with members of your immediate community to say, let's work on something positive. Let's grow something that's going to last over time and is going to help everyone. Because this card, this is a powerful card to me. I love the Three of Pentacles, because we have, you know, the priest, the acolyte, and the architect all coming together. They're bringing the blueprint, saying, you know, we need something new built. Maybe it's a new spiritual center. Maybe it's a place where we can shelter, you know, people in need. Whatever it is, right? And it's like they're all getting together to manifest this, to bring this into being. Something that's going to be very supportive for everyone. But it's physical. It's tangible. Just like this Taurus full moon. And, you know, obviously, Capricorn, I feel like the things that you do that help more than just yourself are the best, right? If it helps you, great. If it helps even more than just yourself, even better. On top of this, one of your power cards, Capricorn, is our little Queen of Pentacles, our little bunny rabbit queen. So you are absolutely in that mode of making wise decisions, building something solid and stable and lasting. To me, the Queen of Pentacles, many people call this a Taurus card. I call it a Capricorn card because she sits on a throne in the traditional tarot that has goats on it. It's such a Capricorn card. And I relate to it because I have pet bunny rabbit. So I love this card. So I just feel, you know, she is such a queen of, you know, earthy stability. She's kind of a minor arcana empress, you know, she really has that ability to create, but she's also such a nurturer. Like I said, you know, that moon is highlighting your 5th house. It's very creative energy, and so is the Queen of Pentacles. You're bringing a lot into manifestation with this Taurus full moon, and you're also planting a lot of seeds that are going to grow over time. Going into this future, this is a little bit of a weird one, Capricorn. We do have the 7 of Swords coming up, and you know, he is a sneaky guy in the tarot. Sometimes this is a real, you know, heads up to watch out for people that are not very honest and not very above board. Sometimes it's saying you might be dealing with someone who's not, you know, showing you their real self. It also is a reminder to you to be very authentic in your own dealings. Don't wear a fake mask. Don't try to be something that you're not, right? That's a big heads up to me with the 7 of Swords. You know, take it as it resonates, of course. These are general readings. You know, check your social circle. If you feel like you've got people that don't have your back or might be working against you, you're probably right, right? And you may want to limit your exposure or your interaction with them. Let's see what he's about. Ooh! Capricorn! Queen of Swords, honey! Anybody that's causing you any drama, stress, difficulty, Oh, you're going to kick them out pretty hard. Queen of Swords doesn't play. And you got two powerful queens, the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. These two queens are powerful. And I tell you, you know, this is Libra energy. And if she's got anybody bringing chaos, trouble, unwanted arguments, conflicts that don't even need to be there, she will kick them right out of her court very quickly. Yeah. Whew. So I do feel, Capricorn, that you are releasing anybody or anything that causes you stress or causes you pain, heartache, or if they're simply not being honest, or if they've betrayed you, they're out. And look at that on the bottom. 3 of Swords, and on the bottom we have Ace of Cups. I feel like a lot of your heartaches are being healed with this combination, because here's the heartaches, here's that heartache, pain, disappointment, emotional or romantic difficulty, and then here we have the super, super healing, blessed energy of the Ace of Cups, which is a huge benefit from Spirit. And you've had such a lot of like watery Pisces energy in this reading, Capricorn. So I feel like, you know, it's like your heart is wide open to be healed. If any of you are dealing with any kind of betrayals, wounds, recovery from abuse, things like that, I feel like you are absolutely ready to kick it out of your life and to recover your heart and your soul. This is a beautiful reading. Let's get into a magical spell card as your affirmation. And yes, that is what the key is, harmony. And that's what I feel, especially with that Queen of Swords. It's about restoring harmony. It's about restoring order, peace, equilibrium, and balance. As I create, I will share harmony divine with love and care. Yes, and I really do feel that this is a reading that's saying, you know, your personal growth is coming back up. Yes, you've had a very emotional time, Capricorn, but you're working through it. There's growth, there's powerful change. And one of those powerful changes might be to say you are no longer going to put up with time wasters, energy thieves, liars, you know, false people. And you're also willing to look at yourself and say, I don't want to be any of those things either. And I feel like your heart is just going to heal so powerfully over this cycle. You're bringing back this harmony. You know what's really cool too? I always notice the synchronicities in numbers. Our full moon for the month, this full moon is a 27 degrees in Taurus. And look at what the number is on the harmony card, 27. Capricorn, I'm saying it's all happening for you. Have a wonderful full moon, my darlings, and I'll be seeing you again soon. Take care.